So, if 2020 was a meme, it'd be looking at 2019's chaos and saying, "Hold my beer." Less than a week into the new year, and we already have celebrities appeasing the people not to kill us. You know, that just shows how fucking bizarre our world has become. See, you know, Rose, she used to save the world every week on TV. Now she's trying her hand at saving the real one. And I have to say, it's cute. Misguided, but cute nonetheless. We also have Ricky Gervais gloriously mocking Hollywood at their own dinner party. And most of the room was wise enough to laugh at the jokes, lest they incriminate themselves. Just a hint. But if you're an actor, and you were just accused of being friends with a known pedophile, the proper response is to laugh. Ha ha! We don't question it when you laugh. When you take offense, well, that really says more about you than I think you wanted the world to know. At the same time, we have fires raging in Australia. Fires linked to climate change. And of course, we have people mocking a little girl from Sweden who was brave enough to shout at the world and tell us exactly what we already knew, or were already denying. Oh, but yes, she did come up with a brilliant plan to stop climate change, which would also cost a fortune and lose greedy people billions. Now, I'm not trying to make fun of her. Greta is a smart girl, and she has balls to do what she did. Rather, I'm mostly making fun of the world who put this girl on a pedestal for doing nothing. They wanted to use this cute, angry little girl to try and guilt the world into acting on this situation. Look, I get it. Climate change is an issue, and we need to do something about it. But screaming and resorting to guilt trips, that's what a rugrat would do. So please, let's put on our big boy diapers and start thinking of a real solution. A real solution is not one that costs the owners of this country billions. Let's face it, people, the rich own this country, and they want to get richer, not poorer. So, to fix the problem, we must come up with a solution that makes them billions. And not in the long run, people. These are short-sighted, arrogant, greedy businessmen we're appealing to. And if we want to fix the problem, they are the ones that we have to appeal to. And this is not some holiday special where their hearts will grow 3 sizes. First off, for their hearts to grow in size, they'd have to have one to begin with. And no, the one in their freezer does not count. The general population can only do so much regarding climate change, and if you really want to fix this issue, stop bitching about it and start working on that brilliant idea that will make tons of cash and, also solve climate change. We're rooting for you. When it comes to the whole starting a war with Iran thing, I think Trump is pretty fucking brilliant. For sure it's in an evil genius kind of way, and it's totally clear that even Rick Sanchez is more altruistic than Trump. But still, out of all the ways that you could respond to an impeachment, starting a war is a real outside-the-box kind of move. Now, I'm not going to point the finger at the person you expect me to. See, had we just let Trump finish his term, he would have lost his bid for re-election and gone down in history as the buffoon he is. But he played us. And now, he could be the smartest person in the room. Since 2016, we have been reacting to this man exactly as he wanted us to. And even when we pushed for his impeachment, he had a plan. Wartime presidents are always re-elected. Well, almost always. And while this could be a pretty brash move, and it could potentially backfire, what are we saying? This is the kind of man who will always call for the Hail Mary, no matter what it could do to his team. But would he have taken such drastic action had we not poked the bear? See, if we sat back and let the moron think he won, then he'd relax and stop doing such stupid shit. And while the stupid shit has been entertaining, it is starting to reach DEFCON we're fucked levels of stupid. We all look at Trump and think, what a prideful shithead, but really so are we. He gets on the mic and says all this triggering shit, and we go for it, like a soccer mom with an opioid addiction. We assume that his actions and his behavior will have some horrible effect on the world. But look at ourselves. We have started to hate our loved ones based on their politics. Hell, we hate anyone who thinks differently. We've climbed into our labeled box forts and rung the division bell. It's all very dramatic. It's all very scary. And now, we fear another war, and more loss of life. Which is why it's time for us to do what we should have done when this started. Calm the fuck down, and learn to have a sense of humor regarding these issues. Like, for one thing, if the war starts in the next 2 years, it's gonna be a great anniversary to the last war we started, and that we're still kinda engaged in. I mean, we should have pulled out ages ago, but even after blowing several loads, we remain locked in coitus. Trump's presidency is not the end of the world. It was not before Iran, and even after this clusterfuck, it's still not gonna be the end of the world. No matter how many people want this to be a fucking sign of the rapture. All that proves is that a great many people hate the world so much that they want to perform the ultimate fuck this shit, I'm out, and have the Holy Father swing by and pick the kids up from school. So instead of looking all around for the wrongs in the world, all the horrible issues that seem so insurmountable, look for the issues around you that you can mount like our president mounts porn stars. Solve the little problems within your own community and work outward. Be a positive influence on others, and you will start to undo the horrible things you see. The reality is that these things take time, and no matter how much you yell and scream, it will never happen overnight, and no one will do it for you. We can waste time waiting for things to happen and expecting others to make them happen. Or we can start making things we are capable of happen. And yes, that was some hippy-dippy mystical bullshit I just laid on you. But that does not make it any less true. After all, what is truth if not a lie that has been made a reality? And also, what was in that shit I just smoked? Because I can see sounds now! Maybe that's the key, man. We just gotta ride the sound waves and bounce off things like some kind of fucking super bouncy ball. And just keep bouncing on and on. But hey, at some point, we're all gonna land on carpet. And that's when we have to learn to just roll with it. You can only try to bounce on carpet for so long before you have to try something new. And often, we think we have to do these huge, grand things for something to really matter. And we exhaust ourselves trying to make the impossible possible. When all we had to do were the possible things that we take for granted or overlook on a daily basis. Like the ability to have sane thoughts. Like most of you, I've gone cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But I learned to make the best of my insanity. And now, instead of being insane, I'm simply crazy as fuck. And that, my friends, is real progress.